Hi guys, this is Sunsen Mushy, and this is a pick a card reading on what is your natural ability, your spiritual gift, your talent, something like that. So I got a really fun idea. So go ahead and choose a reading, 1, 2, or 3, or you can pick based off of these characters here. This is a hint on how this reading is going to go. This is kind of just a fun reading for, they're all just for entertainment, of course, but this one particularly so. So if you choose reading number 1, that's this character right here. If you choose reading number 2, that's this character right here. If you choose reading number 3, that's this character right over here. So once you've chosen your reading, or if you want to choose multiple or all of them, definitely go for it. Click the timestamps below for your messages, and we're going to go ahead and get started. All right. So reading number 1, that first character. So I took all the major arcana out of my One Piece Uno tarot deck, and I'm going to draw 2 cards. And depending on the characters, I've set certain intentions for what I feel the message will be about. So, okay, so we get 2 different cards here. So, your spiritual gift is you are, or your talent, or your ability, your natural ability, is that you are the life of the party. You know how to have fun. Yeah. You are someone who can find positivity no matter the circumstance. Maybe you have a motto like, when in doubt, just sing a song. When in doubt, remember love, things like that. I feel like people are your joy. I feel like you really enjoy being around those that you care about and love and things like that, which, it's all of us. But I feel like you have some real deep sense of appreciation for company when it's needed. And then I'm just getting, you're just extremely kind. You're very, very sweet. Empathy is definitely ringing through the roof here. You've got strong empathy for all of life. I feel like you might get easily scared or spooked by things. So you really enjoy fun things, pleasant things. You're not a fan of horror movies or scary things like that. Obviously, if that doesn't resonate and you are a fan of those, totally chill, that's cool. But yeah, the messages I'm getting for the fun purpose of this reading is that you're not really a fan of scary stuff. You really like beautiful things that are that have deep meaning to you. So sentimental is the word. Yeah, you hold a lot of sentimental value to something about yourself, as well as like promises that you make or keep with certain loved ones or to yourself. So you really hold true to the promises that you make and stuff like that. And I feel like almost always you are someone who wholeheartedly believes in choosing love and protection and empathy over coldness or something like that. But of course, you'll always defend like those in need. You're not just gonna like be pushed aside. You're not gonna stand by and do nothing if someone else is in trouble. You will fiercely defend that person. You're very full of love and empathy, but you can be very fierce and straightforward with how you feel if someone has something to say about a loved one of yours or something like that. So that's reading number 1. That's what I'm getting for these messages. Hope they resonated. Hope you guys had a good time. Peace out. All right. And reading number 2, that middle character. We get, let's see. Ooh, okay. By the way, all these characters are the life of the party, so these messages might all be very similar. Ooh, you're very, very creative. You think on your feet. Or quick to think on your feet, whatever the term is. Maybe you're a really good inventor. And you know how to make good use of your time is a big thing that I get for reading number 2. I feel like you're really good at remembering very specific details, and you're a great analyzer. You might even be someone who has a lot of historical knowledge, or you might be someone who has a lot of herb type knowledge. You might have knowledge on like herbs and medicine and things like that. Not necessarily like all the details of it, but like you make good use of the materials you have. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. And you might have a really funny sense of humor. You might have a dark sense of humor that's pretty interesting. You might have a very realistic approach to life. It's still uplifting and vibrant, but very realistic and dark. It is pretty nice. And then I'm getting 2 energies of you. Like, one energy is you really know how to throw a party, and then another energy of you is like you really are good at just existing and just being and enjoying the presence of parties, of members, of people, you know. You can be at a social gathering and you don't have to be doing stuff. You can just be witnessing and observing and really having a good time. So I'm getting that's another gift of yours. And another gift is that you are very empathetic. You have great empathy, but I think you're also good at knowing how to just observe with that ability. You're really good at seeing situations unfold and staying detached from it, even though you understand the situation, even though you feel empathy for what might be going on. So you might be able to hear some really heavy information or details, but still stay collected and still empathetic, but stay grounded and rational. So that's a message I'm getting for reading number 2 for what your natural ability is, your gift. Yeah, what is your gift? That's what I'm going to label this reading. All right. Love and light, guys. Hope you enjoyed those messages. Yeah, peace out. And then reading number 3, character on the far right. What is your gift? So I finally realized what I was wanting to title this video. So it's a pick a card reading on what is your gift. This one. I think this one. Let's see. All right. Ooh. This is a different energy. Interesting. So, I'm seeing your gift is very responsible. You're very, very responsible. Yeah, that's the message I'm getting right away. You're a really responsible person, very wise. You have a lot of experience. You've experienced a lot of the world's darkness in your own way, but you're still full of love and joy, empathy, you know, stuff like that. So you gained a lot of positive knowledge, uplifting wisdom through the dark days. So maybe you had a lot of heavy experiences, but through and through, you've been optimistic. You've always had hopes that things were going to get better, and I feel like you went a very long time of things being dark and scary and like a lot of hurting and like um is this all that the world is maybe something you questioned for a long time. Is this all that I'm going to be getting out of this? Am I just going to be um treated with the darkness of the world, and I'm just getting like your ability, your gift was to remain optimistic through that all. I'm getting at this point in your time in your life that you found a lot of love and light with the journey. You found a lot of people you can truly trust, and that you found a lot of your own worth, of how beautiful you really are. So you're able to see the beauty in anyone. You're able to see the beauty in all stories and situations. And I feel like equality is something that you have a strong understanding of. You genuinely seek equality in the world, in all. You're not one to judge someone. I mean, not that I'd assume anyone for readings 1, 2, or 3, but like this is like your gift that from the get go, you've really been good at not judging people. Pretty much that you've and yeah, maybe there are times that like due to your own circumstances of being mistreated, then you held some sort of like slight vigilante type energy where you're like, I'm just doing what's right, and then people got hurt through that, but you were trying to be fair. That's like one part of the journey, but I'm getting for the most part of the journey, you really did spend your whole life just trying to help everybody. You were just spending a life trying to uplift the vibrations, and then yes, there were times where the heaviness of the world, maybe you reacted, maybe this or that, but ultimately what I'm getting is that like you you're really good at detaching from your ego, pretty much, to the point where maybe some people growing up, maybe that's where people thought the mistreatment were coming from. Maybe people thought you were just like you had no ego or something, and they're like, wow, this person maybe you heard through time. I'm sorry if this is a more darker sounding gift, but maybe you heard through people growing up or something like that, like you don't care or you can't be phased, stuff like that. People just getting the wrong idea because you were really good at being fair and balanced. And so now it's like recognizing this as a gift, and seeing it was a gift all along. So this was a less like haha less fun message than reading 1 and 2, but I hope you guys are enjoying this message. What else am I getting from this? So the word I was looking for is that perhaps you have a great deal of experience with discrimination of some sort. I think as most of us have, if not all of us have, had experience with that. So it's like you learned through that, like you don't want that at all. And so that has a lot to do with why you strive for equality. You understand like being treated differently for any sort of reason, any sort of background, any sort of history is ridiculous. So your gift is that you are a very fair person. You're very kind and pure. Yeah. You have a very pure heart. Yeah. Dang, I wish I didn't have to say all the other stuff and just said pure heart, because that sounds way better than all the other stuff. But I hope those were positive sounding messages. And I hope you guys had a blast with this pick a card reading. I figured I would do this early in the morning before going to sleep, just so that this would be my pick a card reading for the day, so that I don't have to think about it later in the day, as I will be out of town. And for the remaining 2 people on waiting on not pick a cards, but on personal readings, if you guys are somehow listening to this message, they will be uploading in the morning after I get them recorded in the morning as well. So those are coming up real soon. Yeah, just want to let you guys know that in case you guys are hearing this message. It's It's 1:42 a.m., so I'm definitely going to sleep now. Sending so much love and light, guys. I'll be uploading this later in the day, as there are other personal reading videos uploading late at night right now. So I'm just going to leave this and upload this after I upload those personal readings. So I guess there's no point in me mentioning that. Anyways, sorry. Bye, guys. Peace out.